I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had like zero interest in this movie when it was announced. But then something happened. About 2 weeks ago, shit hit the fan. And suddenly, I had a lot of interest. Now, if you don't know, as far as I can tell, Brie Larson was being a dick. And because of that, people lost their shit. And because of that, I suddenly had an interest in seeing this movie. So I went and watched it. And here I am. And I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So sit back, take a drink, and I hope you enjoy. And if you don't, I don't give a fuck. So when the movie starts out, we are told that thousands of millions of whatever the fuck years ago, there was a great war that is still going on between the blue-faced dudes, who are called the Kree, and the green-faced dudes. And they hate each other cause fucking reasons. Now, we go to Captain Marvel, whose name is Carol Danvers. And she is a Kree. And she thinks that she's the shit until Jude Law comes in and kicks her ass. And then he says, hey, keep your emotions in check. They're imbalancing you or some shit. Which is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard, because have you seen Brie Larson? Bitch has like no emotion. Like seriously, she doesn't smile, she doesn't get angry. She's fucking stoic as fuck. But, that's enough about her. So it turns out that Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, has lost her memories for some fucking reason. And then she crash lands on Earth and she meets Samuel L. Jackson. Now, Samuel L. Jackson doesn't believe in aliens. So she proceeds to almost blast him in the face, and suddenly he's just like, okay, cool, I believe you. So, later on, after a whole bunch of other shit happens, Captain Marvel regains her memories. And she turns out that she was a fighter pilot, and her name was Carol Danvers. And she got her powers because she was flying or some shit, and then her plane exploded. And then she absorbed the explosion, and then that's how she became Captain Marvel. That's as simple as I can explain it. I'm sorry. But anyway, then a whole bunch of other shit happens. And then Samuel L. Jackson and Captain Marvel get captured by the green-faced dudes. But it turns out that the Kree had put like a dampening device on Captain Marvel's powers. And then she removes the thing, and suddenly she becomes a Super Saiyan. And then this happens. And then after that, there's a whole bunch of this. But then, there's also this happening in the background.
So, Hotshot, you want to fight Majin Buu?
Fight you? No, I want to kill you.
And then, it turns out that the green-faced dudes are actually the good guys. And Captain Marvel was the one being a dick. Somehow. And then the movie ends. Now, am I saying that the movie is a complete piece of shit? No, there are some good things in it. Now, am I saying that it's not dumb? No, it's very, very dumb. Like, insanely stupid. But we shall now go over the things that I did like. The visuals, for example, are for the most part actually pretty good. Now, I say for the most part because there are some things that are just like, What the fuck am I looking at? You know, the de-aging effect on Samuel L. Jackson is actually not bad. It looks pretty good. It's almost believable. Now, the good things about this movie. The actors, especially. Jude Law, it's not bad. I can't say that he's great, but he's not bad. Samuel L. Jackson is really, really good. And then the main green-faced dude is not bad actually either. I can't say that I didn't like the actors because I did. The only one I didn't really like is Brie Larson. And it's because I'm pretty sure she's an alien because she can't emote for shit. But, you know, that's about it. That's really all the actors that are of note. Now, the music, it's also not bad. There's a lot of, like, pop and shit like that. The 90s kind, you know? Get some of that nostalgia juice flowing. Although, I say that the music is good, but there is, like, one fight scene, and they put, like, this, like, pop song in the middle of it, and it's just like, what the fuck was going on in that fight scene? Because that was fucking horrible. I don't know why they chose to put that specific song in the middle of a fight scene, because this sounds like a dumbass idea, but they did it. I told you, there's a lot of dumb shit in it. Now, let's talk about the cat, because everybody's losing their fucking mind because of this cat. The cat's an alien. It's got like tentacles and shit in its mouth. And I also forgot to mention the Tesseract. The Tesseract's in this movie and doesn't do jack shit. And then the cat swallows it, and then it regurgitates it at the end of the movie. That's all that happens. Now, let's talk about the stupidest shit that I've ever seen in my life. Nick Fury's eye and the way he loses it. Now, in Winter Soldier, he says, like, the last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. Now, I thought that if we ever got the Black Widow movie, we would see this happen. We would see him be betrayed by somebody, and that someone would stab him in the eye. But no, that's not what happens. What happens is that Ginger Cat scratches him on the eye, and then he loses it. And you would think someone losing an eye, that would be extremely painful. But Samuel L. Jackson is such a badass that he doesn't give a fuck that he just lost an eye. He just sort of shrugs it off. Now, let's talk about the mid-credit scene, because that's why you guys are all here. Now, the mid-credit scene is what happens is that Bruce Banner, Captain America, Black Widow, and then I think it's War Machine, get together, and they're looking at the pager that Nick Fury gave to Carol Danvers. And everybody's gathered around, and it suddenly fucking dies for no reason. And people are just like, what the fuck's going on? And then suddenly, Captain Marvel is behind them, and she's just like, where is Fury? And then the movie ends. I'm not kidding, that's what happens. That's all you guys wait for. Now, am I saying that you shouldn't go see this movie? No. Because, what the fuck do I know? Because this movie already made $500 million on its opening weekend. You know, that's globally. So what the fuck do I know? If you guys liked it, good. If you didn't like it, fucking good. Solid 4 out of 10. Go watch it. Or don't. I'm not your dad.